Hi everyone, Izzibel here. Welcome to my channel. Today I am participating in the second day of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And Adam over at Dottie About Flair has the prompt for hearts today. I am going to stay pretty close to the sketch. I pulled these pictures of my daughter and the dog. For the background paper, I'm going to use the DCWV Wedding Day booklet. I purchased this one at Joann's. I'm going to pull the black and gray heart design that they have in it. That's going to be my background, and then it also takes care of the heart prompt. I also pulled some papers from the watercolor recollections pack, but I think I only used one sheet out of it. Now, a little bit of background on the photos. We take a yearly camping trip. Actually, we take several yearly camping trips. We went on a long ride to go see different sites. We went, destination sightseeing is what we did. And, I mean, we were gone for quite a bit of time. So when we got back, everybody was hot because it was Memorial Weekend, you guys. The hottest, especially out here in the desert. We do a lot of dune riding, so it's usually a desert that we're going to. Unless it's summer, then we hit a couple of water destinations. That's assuming we can talk our husbands into it. But when we got back from this particular ride, the dog and my daughter were sitting on the doorway step of the trailer, and they were kind of just catching their breath. My daughter had just finished an ice cream, and I thought that they were like, it was the perfect picture moment. So I went over there with my camera, and my daughter, normally she fights me, but she just started posing with the dogs. So I ended up doing a photo shoot, and there were a ton of photos, you guys, but these were my 6 favorite. I kind of want to make it, like when you go into those picture booths and you do like the different poses, this is what it reminded me of. So I was picking different poses that they had to kind of mimic that strip that you go to the mall and get. But it's so cute. Great idea. Probably would not have done this without the sketch. So thank you, Christy, for hosting. And thank you, Tracy Reed, for designing the sketch. I actually really love this round. I love that everybody who's participating has created a sketch of their own. I think it is just so neat. But back to the layout, you guys, before I get to the end and haven't explained one thing about it. Now, I decided to use this watercolor paper. The pink part, it kind of is very similar to the textured look in her shirt. So that's what I'm going to go with. The 2 photos that are going to sit on top, I used the darker shade. It's like an ombre effect, right? So I used the darker shade for the top part of the photo. And then on the 2 bottom pictures, I'm going to do the same thing, only I'm going to flip it so that the darker shade is on the bottom of the photos, kind of like the ombre effect is going towards the center of the layout. I did pull in some 4x6 papers, but I didn't end up using them. I don't think. If I do, I'll come back to it, but I don't think I used them. What I did use was an extra scrap of black glitter cardstock. That one, I believe I purchased at Joann's. I'm not too sure about the brand, but it was part of my scraps. So I bordered it, a thin border around the photos, just because of the pink in her shirt. I didn't want it to blend in too much with the pink on the paper. So this just kind of offsets it so that it doesn't bleed into each other. Now these photo frames that I have with the little heart punch through it, that is a Cricut design space cut file. I sized it down to what I needed, and I did 2 of them. Now I know the sketch only has 1, but because I made my photos a little bit bigger, each photo started at a 3.5 by 3.5, and then I had to crop it down just a little bit more, so it's just under 3.5 in width, so that it didn't take up the whole 12 by 12, or a majority of the 12 by 12. So that they would fit, I had to pull the 2 middle ones off to the side, because I'm gonna do a long title on the top, along with another Cricut cut file bone in the center. I did offset it just a little bit so that I could do a white border around. And then I'm going to take the Wild Berry Close to My Heart ink pad and just ink the edges of the bone, just to kind of help it a little bit. Now in the video, you're not going to see it, but in the close-ups, I'll definitely show you the ink around it, because, yeah, it's very, very hard to see in the video. Now, I fiddle with these photos a lot, trying to figure out how best to place them. And I'm telling you guys, like, I fiddled with it for probably a half hour. So I'm not going to make you guys watch a half hour's worth of me fiddling. I'm just going to kind of forward it for you. And then we're going to get to the title. Now, the title is another Cricut design. It has 2 texts in it. The cursive looking text for Positively Adorable is the Greyhound, and that I offset it. And then these 2 is in Lemonade Bold, also offset. And then I kind of just okay, so you guys, doing the Cricut titles and even the designs sometimes can be very, very tedious. I have a couple of friends who've tried it and they don't have the patience for it. Me, I could sit on my desk and glue little itty bitty pieces all day. I don't know. I find it very soothing and calming for me. It's kind of, I don't know. I know I've heard other people say that, you know, they fussy cut and they like it. I don't like fussy cutting. I hate it. But I'll do it just if I need to. And then, you know, I'm sure there's other things out there. But here I am again, fussing with these photos, trying to get them perfect. Once I finally decide on their placement, I'm going to finally commit to their destination and adhere them. The bone in the center, I'm also going to pop that up on some fun foam just to give it the page a little bit of dimension. And then I'm going to bring in, for the embellishment part on the layout, instead of like stars or a bunch of hearts, I'm going to use paw prints, just because in my title I put Positively Adorable. So I thought it would be fitting. And I'm going to have those between each corner of the photo design and have the paws walking out, if that makes sense. I also did some strip journaling. I'm going to do that on the bottom just as it is in the layout. And then at the end of it, I also incorporated 2 hearts, a black and white heart. So I got my hearts covered, you guys. I got them covered. I love these 2. They're my heart. And this is pretty much going to complete the layout. Oh, the punched heart in the frame, I did back that with the glitter cardstock as well. And then, I mean, the layout's pretty much done. I thought about bordering it, but I didn't. I kept it as the way that it is. I love it. It's simple. It's so cute, you guys. But I encourage you guys to hop along. In my description box below are other members in the Facebook group who are playing along. Check them out. Give them some love. See what they designed with the same sketch. It's really fun to just check everybody out and see what different designs or different takes people created. So, had a lot of fun today. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and don't forget to stay crafty. Bye.